That entry-level mark for first-time home buyers is getting harder and harder to meet.
Well, it is a crisis that's been building for years in Columbus. Homes are becoming unaffordable and rents are rising. The city is trying to overhaul 70-year-old zoning codes to allow more types of housing to be built in neighborhoods around Columbus.
10 TV's Colin Dorsey is looking into the crisis and some of the potential solutions. He's live tonight from City Hall with what he's learned. Colin.
Right. The City Council hopes to have legislation on the table by the end of the month to redo the city's zoning codes. But even if those pass, it would be years before much relief is seen from those changes.
Our housing crisis gets worse by the day.
Where will the people go? That's the question the city's been struggling with for years. Councilman Rob Dorrance and the rest of the city council have been looking at what changes can provide some relief.
We built less housing in Columbus last year than the year before, at a time that we're seeing so much more demand.
One option the city is looking at are what it calls accessory dwelling units, the option for landowners to build small homes on the same property as an existing one. Kathy Green lives near Parsons and Whittier and represents the Southside Area Commission. Green did this a couple years ago and says the city's antiquated zoning laws created a lot of hang-ups.
We had 11 or 12 variances, because again, the zoning code doesn't support our existing house, much less the new build behind it.
One concern about increasing density in neighborhoods like here on the south side is that these homes are old, and so's the infrastructure beneath my feet that feeds them.
Green says, for example, if people are already getting water in their basements now, will increasing the density make that problem worse? Parsons and South High are a couple areas being looked at to increase the density of housing and businesses. But that means changing what's in place right now.
But our code right now basically says you can either do this or you can do this, and there's not a lot of in between.
Now, those old zoning laws, the ones currently in effect, put restrictions on density, height restrictions as well, and what kinds of housing can be built. If a builder wants to go outside of those zoning laws, they have to apply for a variance, and that process can slow down the building process by months. Live from City Hall, Colin Dorsey, 10 TV News.